Hollywood has long been a place where image and identity do not always move in harmony. It celebrates confidence, beauty, and transformation, yet many performers have spent years hiding essential parts of themselves behind the spotlight. For some transgender artists, success came with a difficult cost, the pressure to fit expectations while quietly carrying a different truth inside. Their journeys were not simply about changing how the world saw them. They were about finding the courage to live honestly, even when acceptance was uncertain. Through setbacks, sacrifice, and determination, they chose authenticity over fear and helped create greater understanding for future generations. Today, we explore 7 remarkable transgender celebrities whose lives reveal that the greatest transformation is not physical at all. It is the courage to become your authentic self. Our story begins with MJ Rodriguez. Before audiences knew her as a groundbreaking television star, MJ Rodriguez found comfort on stage. Born in Newark, New Jersey, she was drawn to music and acting from an early age. Yet behind her growing talent was a private struggle. While performing brought joy and purpose, she often felt that the world was seeing only part of her true self. The spotlight created opportunities, but it could not erase the questions she carried inside. As she grew older, MJ faced a difficult choice. She could continue meeting society's expectations, or she could embrace her authentic identity despite the risks. At a time when transgender representation in entertainment remained limited, that decision required enormous courage. Rather than hiding, she chose honesty. Her career reached a new level with the television series Pose, which explored New York's ballroom culture. Through the role of Blanca Rodriguez Evangelista, MJ delivered a performance filled with compassion, leadership, and strength. Audiences responded because the character felt real and deeply human. Years of persistence eventually led to history when she became the first transgender woman nominated for a major acting Emmy Award. Success brought recognition, but MJ used her platform for more than personal achievement. She continued speaking about dignity, inclusion, and equal opportunity while encouraging others to live truthfully. Her journey reminds us that the most meaningful victories often begin with self-acceptance. While MJ found her voice through television and performance, another rising public figure would invite millions of viewers into her own deeply personal journey through YouTube. For many internet personalities, public attention arrives after success. For Gigi Gorgeous, the audience was already watching while she was still discovering her true identity. Born in Montreal, Canada, she first became known on YouTube through beauty and lifestyle content. Her upbeat personality attracted millions of viewers, yet behind the camera she faced deeply personal questions about who she really was. In 2013, Gigi chose to share her transition publicly. The decision brought both encouragement and criticism. Rather than presenting a perfect image, she allowed viewers to see uncertainty, fear, and emotional challenges. There were difficult conversations, concerns about acceptance, and moments when the future felt uncertain. Still, she continued forward because living authentically mattered more than maintaining appearances. As time passed, her channel became more than entertainment. It became a record of growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Her documentary, This Is Everything, gave audiences a closer look at the realities behind her journey and helped many people better understand transgender experiences through a personal and human perspective. Over the years, Gigi expanded into modeling and media while remaining committed to honesty. Her openness encouraged countless people to feel less alone and more confident in their identities. She showed that vulnerability can become a source of strength. While Gigi shared her story through digital media and personal transparency, another woman would discover that public visibility does not always guarantee true recognition and understanding. Carmen Carrera first became known to many viewers through RuPaul's Drag Race. On television, she appeared confident, glamorous, and self-assured. Yet, behind the public image, a more personal journey was unfolding. While audiences admired her performances, Carmen was confronting questions about identity that extended far beyond entertainment. Being visible on screen did not automatically mean being fully understood. As Carmen began living openly as a transgender woman, she faced a new challenge. Many people struggled to separate a drag performance from her real life. She was no longer portraying a character, she was asking to be recognized as herself. The response was mixed. Support came from some corners, while criticism followed from others. Rather than retreating, Carmen spoke openly about identity, respect, and the importance of authentic recognition. Her willingness to have those conversations required courage because they unfolded in public view. During this period, she worked to build a future that reflected her true self rather than the expectations of others. Over time, Carmen expanded her career into modeling and fashion. She appeared on international runways and demonstrated that success becomes more meaningful when it is built on authenticity. Her story reminds us that being seen is not the same as being understood. True acceptance begins when people are allowed to exist honestly, without constantly explaining who they are. While Carmen searched for recognition beyond public perception, a young girl named Jennings was beginning a journey that would unfold before the entire nation from an extraordinarily early age. Most people spend years trying to understand who they are. Jennings seemed to know remarkably early. As a young child, she spoke about her identity with unusual clarity and confidence. Yet certainty did not make life easy. Growing up in the public eye meant that personal experiences often became national conversations. Every milestone carried attention that most children never have to face. What helped Jazz navigate those challenges was the unwavering support of her family. Instead of dismissing her feelings, they chose to listen, learn, and stand beside her. That foundation gave her strength during difficult years filled with public scrutiny and complex decisions. As she grew older, her story reached millions through the reality series I Am Jazz. The program showed more than public achievements. It revealed emotional struggles, moments of doubt, and the realities of growing up while representing a community often misunderstood by society. Through it all, Jazz remained committed to honesty. She understood that visibility alone was not enough. Real progress required patience, education, and compassion. Over time, Jazz became an influential advocate for understanding and acceptance. Her story demonstrated how support and empathy can change lives. Rather than allowing public attention to define her, she continued defining herself on her own terms. Her journey reminds us that confidence often grows when people are accepted for who they truly are. While Jazz benefited from a strong support system at home, another future trailblazer faced years of isolation before finding the strength to transform hardship into purpose. Long before she became a successful pop artist, Petras understood something important about herself. Growing up in Cologne, Germany, she expressed her identity from a very young age. Because of that, her personal journey attracted media attention long before her music career began. While many young people experience those years privately, Kim found herself facing public scrutiny while still trying to build a normal life. Living under that attention was not easy. Every step forward seemed to bring new opinions from strangers. Yet Kim remained focused on her future. Instead of letting public discussion define her, she concentrated on developing her musical talent. Eventually, she moved to Los Angeles and began releasing music independently. Success arrived gradually through years of hard work and persistence. Song by song, she built a loyal audience and established her own artistic identity. Her dedication paid off when she became one of the most recognizable transgender artists in modern pop music. In 2023, she made history by becoming the first openly transgender woman to win a Grammy Award in the Best Pop Duo or Group Performance category. For Kim, success was never only about awards. It was about following her dreams while remaining authentic. Her career shows that identity and ambition can grow together. Through music, she has encouraged many people to embrace themselves with confidence. While Kim inspired audiences through pop music, another performer would use acting, fashion, and advocacy to give hope to those who often felt invisible. Long before she became a successful pop artist, Kim Petras understood something important about herself. Growing up in Cologne, Germany, she expressed her identity from a very young age. Because of that, her personal journey attracted media attention long before her music career began. While many young people experienced those years privately, Kim found herself facing public scrutiny while still trying to build a normal life. Living under that attention was not easy. Every step forward seemed to bring new opinions from strangers. Yet Kim remained focused on her future. Instead of letting public discussion define her, she concentrated on developing her musical talent. Eventually, she moved to Los Angeles and began releasing music independently. Success arrived gradually through years of hard work and persistence. Song by song, she built a loyal audience and established her own artistic identity. Her dedication paid off when she became one of the most recognizable transgender artists in modern pop music. In 2023, she made history by becoming the first openly transgender woman to win a Grammy Award in the Best Pop Duo or Group Performance category. For Kim, success was never only about awards. It was about following her dreams while remaining authentic. Her career shows that identity and ambition can grow together. Through music, she has encouraged many people to embrace themselves with confidence. While Kim inspired audiences through pop music, another performer would use acting, fashion, and advocacy to give hope to those who often felt invisible. Before becoming known to television audiences around the world, Indya Moore faced challenges that began early in life. Growing up in New York with Dominican and Puerto Rican roots, they experienced rejection, instability, and periods when life felt uncertain. Finding acceptance was not always easy. While many people search for belonging, Indya often had to create that sense of belonging for themselves through resilience and determination. The obstacles could have discouraged them from pursuing their dreams. Instead, Indya transformed hardship into motivation. As they entered the worlds of modeling and acting, they brought authenticity to every opportunity. Their breakthrough came through the television series Pose, where they portrayed Angel Evangelista. The character's vulnerability, strength, and humanity resonated with audiences and helped broaden understanding of transgender experiences. Yet success also brought responsibility. Indya became increasingly vocal about dignity, representation, and safety for transgender individuals. They understood that visibility alone could not solve every problem, but it could encourage meaningful conversations and create opportunities for greater empathy. Beyond acting, Indya established a strong presence in fashion, using style as an expression of identity and self-respect. Their journey demonstrates the power of perseverance when facing adversity. By remaining authentic despite difficult circumstances, they became a source of inspiration for many people around the world. The stories of these 7 remarkable individuals reveal a common truth. The greatest transformation is not changing how others see you, but finding the courage to live as your authentic self. The stories we explored today are about much more than fame or success. Each of these individuals faced difficult choices and uncertain futures, yet they chose honesty, courage, and self-respect over fear. Their journeys remind us that every person deserves the opportunity to live authentically and with dignity. Perhaps the most important lesson is that true transformation is not about changing appearance. It is about finding the strength to become who you truly are and extending understanding to those whose experiences may be different from our own. Empathy, respect, and compassion remain timeless values that can bring people together. Of all the people featured in this video, whose courage inspired you the most, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, Please like, subscribe, and join us again on Hollywood Trainer for more stories from Hollywood history and culture. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.